May my words be guided, and may what I'm desiring to convey come across clearly. So, yeah, it's gonna be in and out of the dark. Alright, so the concept of teaching people how to fish goes way beyond just the weapons and the bug out bags and things of that nature. So, again, at bottom line, my true desire is to help people find their own way. Let me reword that. I desire for people to, first of all, think clearly and freely for themselves. I don't desire for them to have to follow other people or be dependent upon other people. Most assuredly not dependent on me. So again, my goal, my desire is for people to be able to do it for themselves. And I want to help people do that for themselves. Alright, so I'm going to start a series to where only when I'm spiritually led, I want to begin to help people learn to love themselves. And there's going to be a process in it. Just like you have to practice, controlling yourself, how you have to practice all of those other things, there will take practice and its steps. So the old Egyptians and the other people just always used to have the saying of know yourself, right? So, but before you can know yourself, the first step is learning yourself. You really have to sit down and have a conversation with yourself. Pen and paper can help. But you have to have a conversation with yourself to learn who you are. All of those skeletons you have in the closet, all of those things you are iffy about, all of those things you are not sure about, try it. Have a conversation with yourself. Again, pen and paper helps. And ask yourself all of these questions, from the beautiful to the very nasty, ugly skeleton in the closet that you, built a hole in the back of the closet to put it in and cement it up. You got to pull this shit out. You got to talk about it with yourself. And as you're doing this, you write down the truth about how you feel. Now, here's the kicker. It's not about hiding anything or things of that nature. But after you write these things down, you don't have to tell anybody. The point of learning yourself and doing these things is so that you can keep a record of what's going on with you. You need to know the truth about yourself. Even if you never ever tell anybody else, you have got to know the truth about yourself. So you must learn. You must figure out how you really feel about some shit. Whatever it may be, you got to figure it out and learn it. Now, after you learn it, this is where we're going into knowing thyself. So you have all this information about yourself. You told the truth to yourself. And now you need to know these things. You need to commit it to memory and know how you are with these things. So that's where knowing yourself comes in. The purpose of knowing yourself is because when you get into certain situations in life, when you come across certain things, certain people, certain actions, individuals, situations, knowing how you are, you can then choose to engage in a situation. You can choose to remove yourself. You can choose how you're going to act or what you're going to do, as opposed to be a reactionary, which can be very dangerous. To be an emotional reactionary and not having control of yourself can be very dangerous. You can easily put yourself and others in danger or in fucked up situations because of the emotion and the reactionary, as opposed to the action and choosing what to do when you find yourself in situations. So then, after you've learned and then after you know, this is where you can begin to heal and then love yourself. You really do have to love yourself. See, you have to go through these motions of knowing what's going on with you and gaining some type of insight and control of what's going on with you so that you can love yourself. You will be able to have worked out if something to you was fucked up. With time and energy, you can work this out and then learn to just accept who you are. Acceptance does come with it because you have to accept these things. And again, you never have to tell anyone but you. There should be nothing about you that someone asks you that you don't know about you. So in loving yourself, you can then make choices on what's good for you and what's not. When you truly love yourself and sacrifice for yourself and make moves for yourself in true love, this then teaches you how to love other people. This then teaches you how you do and do not want to be treated. You can make choices on what you do allow, and don't allow. Safe boundaries in life. So loving yourself will teach you how to love others. And there will be this automatic thing where you loving yourself will automatically desire to love others, but you will also demand that they love you too. And after you know yourself, if you can see, and when you can see that someone doesn't love you, you can again choose to remove yourself, because it all comes down to self-mastery. Everything comes down to a true choice. And what I've learned as I'm getting older is that you literally can't control anyone but yourself. And when you have that type of control, again, you can navigate through life a lot easier, because you can look at situations and determine immediately whether that is something that you desire to be a part of or not. So this has just been number 1 in the series that I'm going to do again, being led by the spirit of learning yourself, knowing yourself, and then loving yourself. Once you love yourself, then you can teach others how to do it too. So this is just coming from a multifaceted warrior who understands, the preparation, the weapons, the martial arts, all those things. However, we are not at war at this time in particular. And what a warrior's job is to do when there is no war is to very simply preserve the truth. Namaste.